I want to get into the next topic. So I'm gonna mix our next two topics together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take all the players this season and we're gonna be like school teachers, grade them. I think we're gonna go one person will grade one player and they'll be responsible for grading one player, and then we'll move around. So I mean, if you guys want to come in and you guys disagree with the initial mark, go for it, right? But as well, when we come to the signings, we're gonna play a game, and Cal's very used to this game that we played. He was actually over in Japan when we were doing this, but now he can say it with his mouth. It's called expectation versus reality. It's what I like to do when it comes to signing. So when we sign players, we had a certain notion of what they would be, maybe even more positive, maybe even more negative than what they turn out to be, what we expected them to be versus what they actually have been so far. We'll do that when we get to those players, the ones that were signed. But let's start with Cal, man. Grade me David Raya. By the way, we're doing grades A, B, C, D, F, like we would at school. So what would David Raya's grade be so far for the season?
He's definitely an A this season, I think.
But you're doing the whole squad of the new signings.
Can I just say, though?
Everyone, but yeah.
David Raya, for 50% of the games, has had nothing to do. Well, why are we giving him A's? He's had nothing to do. But that's the
point.
You know what?
That's the point, Charlie. He has nothing. He doesn't do anything for like a lot of the games.
Something to do against Sunderland, he fucked it.
That's like his first mistake of this season.
Are you dumb? Listen, bro, dude. I've seen him at the Emirates pass the ball out to players a number of times and got away with it. That is not the first mistake David Raya makes. I'm telling you now, this is madness, yeah.
Raya would literally not have much to do in a game, and then he'd still pull off like a 6 save, even though we're dominating possession.
That's his job.
Yeah, a lot of goalkeepers can't do that.
Aaron Ramsdale used to make world-class saves.
A lot of goalkeepers can't do that.
You comparing Aaron Ramsdale to David Raya?
I'm not saying
Ramsdale. I mean, at one point we were doing that.
Can make world-class saves.
Dan, you've got a mask, man.
He gets away with a lot, mate.
What?
I'm telling you now, that geezer gets away with a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Big up Tyrell Gunner TV. We were with him on the Gunners Therapy. Young Arsenal fan, upcoming man. Go check him out, guys. Big up to you. Big up to you for being here, bro.
Nah, that Raya's been an A this season.
You're giving him an A?
Yeah, I'm giving him an A.
What are you giving him, Dan?
A+. He's been unreal.
Like he gets an A. He's improving. He's improving in every season. His ability with his feet, like seeing the team transform. We're comfortable. The reason why we're so comfortable playing up from the back is because of him. He comes out. And his ability to claim crosses as well, despite his height, his ability to be switched on no matter what phase of the game it is. It's just unfortunate that his last action that we've seen him is concede that goal because of that miscommunication with Gabriel. But honestly,
I would like to see if someone can get it up. Since David Raya signed for Arsenal, how many errors have led to goals? I would like just to see it. Since he's joined, put him in a list of Premier League goalkeepers. It must be out there somewhere. We'll get up next time. Errors leading to goals from goalkeepers where he's at.
Probably
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, considering how little amount of goals that we've conceded this season,
that's the not going to find too much.
Probably the least.
No, mate, not since he signed. I reckon he's up there, Dan. He's made a lot.
I reckon since he signed.
Yeah, dude. I think you're the first person I've heard say that. To be honest,
I remember when he first came in, I was sitting there thinking this geezer just error prone. Do you know what I mean? He cut him out a bit.
Because when he first came in, Arteta was doing some dumb shit like we have two starters for goalkeepers. But
I know it don't matter.
Since he's been the number one,
every single goalkeeper in the world makes mistakes. Alisson makes 3 or 4 a year, big ones, and he's the best.
You remember the mistake he made against us? Martinelli scored. He literally bumped into freaking.
Exactly.
If we win the league, fine. I'll say cool. He can get. Alisson's won leagues, mate. He's taken his team. His saves have taken his team to league titles, right? Until Raya does that, then
Raya's made some.
But that means you can't give any player an A.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't give him an A.
Because no one, despite how well they play, has won.
Yeah, Charlie, what grade would you give him? What grade would you give him?
Probably like a B or a C. I wouldn't go A
A
because I don't.
C.
Jesus
Mate, because half
Christ.
of the games he
Alright.
hasn't had to do anything.
And they call me negative. Do you get it?
Dude,
You
really?
understand?
Why would we
Mate,
give
We
Raya?
kept, hey, listen, how many games? So we're in that run of the 8 clean sheets, yeah. I think 5 out of 6 games we didn't have a shot on goal, bro. Literally, anyone could have been in that goal. There wasn't a shot at that goal. He hasn't had to do anything for that amount of games. Do you know what I mean?
But
And
that was
ain't
just for
because
that
of
month,
him.
though. He
That's
saved
because
us
of
a
the defense.
couple of times before that as well.
Pardon?
He's had some insane saves this season.
No, I know he's made some good saves, but I'm saying you can't give him an A when half of the games he's played, he literally hasn't even had to make a save because there's not been a shot at goal.
Yeah, it's not. I don't reward goalkeepers for being peppered. That's what a lot of people do. I don't.
No,
That's why we
no.
were having conversations the other season with Vicario, people trying to compare Vicario to Raya because Tottenham shit and they face 30 shots a game and Vicario saves 27 of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, his ability to play out from the back, he switches on, he saves us multiple times a season. I think even last season he was saving us. I think
No,
if
he
it wasn't
does
for
make good
Raya,
saves.
we probably
Listen,
finished
I've-
fourth
I've-
last season.
I've seen him make great saves, right? I've seen him make great saves. But I'm saying, so you're giving him an A. His error led to 2 drop points the other day, right? That's 2 drop points. That was his error, as far as I'm concerned. So then that's 1 game out of the how many we played so far? 11.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. How many we played in all competitions?
What we
played
played in the league.
11. Yeah.
Right. So that's 1 game out of 11. Now you got 10 left. Let's say 4 of them he didn't have to face a shot at goal. So then you're giving him an A based on 6 games. And I'm sure if we look at the other games, there would have been one of them goals at least that we can see would have been down to him. So that's why I can't give him an A. That's all I'm saying.
No, but you'd have to go back and then watch all the saves as well. Like how many points that he did save us from.
But that's
dropping.
his job. That any keeper makes great saves. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
But that's like saying that's like saying I'm not gonna give my striker credit for scoring goals because that's his job. That's not fair.
Yeah, it should be scoring goals. That's why Gokares ain't really getting much credit at the minute because he ain't scoring goals. Like if he was, he'd be getting credit. That's his job.
Anyway, let's move it along. All right. Well, this is the first expectation versus reality. Let's not take too long with some of these because especially this one, I don't think we have much to say. But
we meant to do the whole team. We just done David Raya.
I know.
When he says he's going to do the whole team, I thought, mate, all 11 players, and then just talking about them after. That's going to be a
no. I don't think we're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing a full discussion.
Should we make a rule then of just not talk about them, just do it and go around?
Yeah, like
No, maybe you can say like a sentence or two.
All right.
No,
cool.
just say Raya.
It never
Raya
is a sentence
6.
or 2, though, is it?
No, I'll give you an example. Raya at 8. If he didn't make that mistake, a 10. That's it, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's do this one's I think an easy one. So Kepa, I know it's like literally just backup keeper. Let's not have a half an hour discussion on Kepa. What did you guys expect him to be when we signed him, and what has he been in reality to you guys? Let's go to negative Dan. He's been quiet in the corner over there.
C, I'm giving him a C. I ain't seen nothing. He ain't done nothing good. He ain't done nothing bad. Giving him a C.
Yeah, he was excellent against Brighton.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He was fantastic against Brighton. Match-winning saves.
What are you saying? You giving him an A? Dan, you giving him an A?
He's got to get an A, isn't he? He's played 1 game and he kept us in it. We would have been 2-0 down if it weren't for Kepa in that Brighton game.
He did actually have a good game against Brighton.
He had a brilliant game.
But the question is has Kepa been what you expected he would be when we signed him?
Look, Kepa is a £70 million goalie at one point. He had a good season for Bournemouth last year. It is a massive upgrade on Neto. I was over the moon with that signing. Because if David Raya does go down for like 12 games, at least you've got a decent keeper.
That's when he might get found out. That's when he might get found out. He was so good for Bournemouth that they didn't go and sign him for 5 mil.
Well, that's because he wanted to come to Arsenal.
To sit on the bench, yeah. Fucking hell.
Well, that's because we don't support United, David. So we're going to be a little bit more positive.
Look, this guy's the funniest
big up
guy.
AFC always in with the Guna therapies since day one. So big up, welcome to the Arsenal Alliance or to Fire Them Cannons, guys. Make sure, by the way, you're subscribing to Fire Them Cannons because me and Cal put up these type of podcast at least once a week minimum. Good stuff we got. I'm not to big up my own channel like that, but yeah, good opportunity, you guys check us out as well. So big up AFC always as well. Dan goes, positive Dan needs to be studied. His positive, he can cure the world on many things. Anyway, let's move on past Kepa. Let's go as Dan. So let's make this quicker. Yuri and Timber. Let's go with the defenders. Charlie, what would you grade Yuri and Timber?
100 out of 10.
A. Like,
Hey, yeah, we
A
don't
plus.
even need to stay on Timber, mate. Everyone knows.
A star,
I'm glad-
everyone.
Glad no one's lost their minds.
All right, good. What about Saliba, boys? Well, let's go positive, Dan. What would you grade Saliba so far this season?
Another A star.
Man, we got giving out A's everywhere. You lived up to the name. But although, to be honest, we're talking about Saliba. Yeah.
Saliba, look, Timber's an A star. Saliba's an A. There you go.
There you go. All right. Cal, what would you grade Gabriel? I know we were talking about him earlier in the season, but what would you grade Gabriel so far this year?
I would still give him an A just because of I know he made a couple mistakes in his last game, and he made a mistake against Newcastle. But in terms of, our defense is really good because of him, because of his commanding presence and what he provides going forward as well. That's just more feathers in his cap. So you just can't ignore that. He's a beast. He's definitely gets an A.
Yeah, amazing. So, guys, what about Ricardo Calafiori this season? Let's go to the realist Gunner on this one. Would you grade Ricardo Calafiori this season so far for the first quarter of the season?
Give him an A.
They reluctantly said that, boy. He did not want to say that.
Mate, because I'm hurt about Miles Lewis Skelly, innit? You know how I feel, bro, man. Seriously, I'll give him an A, mate.
I was going to say B, but okay.
Nah, listen, you can't not give any of them an A. They've conceded 5 goals.
I think you've got to go, the whole defence has got to get A, isn't it?
The whole defence is an A.
You reckon everybody gets an A?
Yeah, but Timber A star, isn't it?
Yeah, the defense is boring. When you start
well done said by AFC always. Calafiori is like a wild horse at defending. I actually agree with that. So it's a good analogy there.
Yeah, he's been good. I think I've been salty about MLS not being in the team as well.
We might as well get to it. What would you grade MLS then?
I can't grade MLS. He hasn't been playing enough.
No, incomplete.
Yeah,
based on what Dan said, he gave an A to Kepa.
Yeah, but it's another goal.
Cameo performance against Atletico Madrid is an A as well, but I can't give him an A. I'm going to give him a C as well. I don't know, mate.
I'm just giving him a B. I think because he has shown us something when he started. Yeah, right, actually, to be fair, at the start of the season, he was looking a bit shaky. I think maybe a B or C is probably fair.
What are we saying on Christian Mosquera, guys?
B.
Anyone want to jump in?
Yeah, I'll give him an A, man. I think he's been blind. You know what? He surprised me.
There we go. Reality versus expectation. What was your expectation? And what is he? And what has he become in reality?
Why did you watch my video I done on him? Because my video I done on him.
Why did he surprise me?
No,
yeah, go for it, Charlie.
My video. I done a detailed breakdown about why he was a good signing to Arsenal. If you would have watched that,
how many times?
Okay.
Wait. Just quickly. That way, I just want to know how many times did you watch him done before he signed for Arsenal?
That's what I'm saying. Wait, he called me up. He called me up. He was like, I'm gonna do a video on Mosquera. I'm gonna have to go and do some research. I don't know fuck all about him.
And I did my research and I watched my YouTube videos and I did the rest of my research.
All right, Dan. What was your expectation of Mosquera when we signed him? Let's give us all a masterclass here.
After I'd done that research, I knew he'd fit straight in. He's like a Saliba region. So I wasn't surprised. Everyone was going, he's good, isn't he? Well, I told you he's good. Some people, someone said to me, if he was any good, Real Madrid or Barcelona would have went on him. I said, listen, mate, you ain't checked his Wikipedia like me, yeah? Trust me, mate.
Dude, Daniel's shameless.
I mean, Barcelona and Real Madrid only have so many players they can have in their squad. They're not going to go after every single person that's decent in the world.
I said 84 appearances for Valencia, I think it was. He was starting for them at 21 for 3 years in a row. So since he was about 18, listen, mate, I knew he was a decent player. And look, I think Arteta starts him,
Yeah, I think so too.
He seems like he's the one he trusts.
Yeah.
Which is, I do think he starts him.
I do.
All right, so
I would rather Calafiori.
Boys, I've got to shoot. Man.
All right. Thanks
Right,
so much for
thank
coming
you.
on,
Go on.
Charles.
Back,
All right,
back
take
to,
it easy.
back, get back to your brass.
I've got
Go on,
about-
speak.
I've got about 10 minutes as well, man. Let's whiz through this, man.
All right, let's whiz through this, guys. Okay, and then we'll cap it off with my big question. We'll answer it quite promptly as well. All right, guys, what do we think about Piero Incapia, guys? Are we giving him incomplete, or are we going to grade him so far in the season?
I haven't seen enough.
Incomplete.
And Ben White.
Also, I haven't seen enough.
Same.
All right, let's move into the midfield, guys. Declan Rice, what would we grade him
That's
so far on the
definitely an
season?
A star.
Yeah.
A star.
A star.
What about? All right, let's do expectation versus reality. Martin Zubimendi, at the start of the season, we expected him to be what, and he's been what? Negative Dan,
D.
because I know you're a
D.
big
I'm
one.
giving him a D. From what I expected, me and Dam labeled the guy Zuba
B,
Maestro.
B or D?
D for Delta, my friend. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, D for Delta, my friend. From what I've seen from him, he's been very underwhelming. He has not bossed one game. He has not become Zuba Maestro, and he is a downgrade on Thomas Partey, and he is also a downgrade on Jorginho. There you go. That's my thoughts on him.
There you go. Anybody want to rebut that?
I think he's an
I'll
A
let Cal do it.
because I think he's transformed our midfield, bro. Like
Transformed our
I think
midfield. How, Cal?
he's transformed. We played
How?
differently with him in there, bro. Like we
What does
just
he
controlled. We control
What game
games
was it?
better.
What game was it where he came on at half time?
I mean, take a look at
What
us
game
from
was
West
last
Ham.
season.
West Ham.
Last season,
Changed the whole game.
yeah. I mean, last season, we were playing with Declan Rice and Partey and Odegaard, and we looked like
About
fucking
2
dog shit.
points more than we had at this point last season. I hope you know that. It's not that much greater. Thomas Partey, he's a downgrade on Partey for me. That's just me personally. I ain't seen enough from him. I ain't.
Yeah, well, he's an A for me.
He's
How about
lightweight.
you
He's been
guys?
found out in some games as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, I
To be honest, his through balls, his ability to cross the ball into the box.
Yeah, and I think he just gets better and better with every single game as well. For me, I
He's
think
also surprised me physicality. I think physically he keeps up with the league more than I thought he was because he's not like a wet wipe. I was worried about him being a wet wipe, but he's not. So yeah, I think he's an A for me. I think he's the most underrated signing of all clubs in the Prem.
Yeah,
you hear that, Dan, mate?
That's fine, man. I'm just saying.
I agree. I
didn't say he's been shit. I just said that he's been underwhelming.
Of our signings,
Dan, you fail your GCSEs if you get a D, mate.
No, you don't. It's a pass mark nowadays, man. D. I got a D in science, mate. Yeah, you get a D.
No, you
yeah,
don't,
you
mate.
do, mate.
You're older than me, Dan. You don't.
You do. Well, they don't even do A to Fs no more. They're doing 1s and 2s. My missus is a teacher, innit? They do 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s now.
When we went to school, if you got a D, that was a fail, mate. A to C was pass.
How long ago was that? Blood, yeah, we're talking. Yeah, the Ice Age.
It don't matter. You give him a D. A D's bad, Dan. So do you want to change it?
No, I don't want to change it. I don't want to change it. I don't think he's all that. I don't want to change it. I'm going D for Zubimendi.
Look, for me, I thought Zubimendi's been our best, most impactful signing of the 8 so far this season. I think the most consistent in his performances all year. I couldn't give him a D, man. For me, he's got to be an A or a B plus at worst.
Not even a B plus, to be honest. I don't feel B doesn't sound right for me. I think he's been too good.
Let's move on. Let's. This is a big expectation versus reality in the midfield. Let's talk about Eberechi Eze, and let's go with Dan. Positive Dan on Eberechi Eze on this.
On Zubimendi, I'd say B plus as well because I feel like it's just
Dan, that's a bit of reality coming for you, man. Yeah, not an A. Well done, Dan.
B plus for me. And who's the next one?
Eze. So again, what would you expect Eze to be when he come in? And what has he been?
Eze is real compensation. Eze is a C, just about pass. He's a pass.
D for Delta.
No, I give him a C because
so 2 of our 3 starting midfielders right now for you, Dan, are D's.
Yeah, you're basing it on expectation. You're saying expectation versus reality. Yeah, from what I expected, this is the grade I'm giving. If you want me to just give them a normal grade without my expectation and how they've played, average C, I'll give them a C. But based on my expectation of Zubimendi, I'm giving them a D. He's been underwhelming. He has not lost one game.
I have to be honest.
Yeah,
I have to be honest. I'm not sure if Eze is going to make it at Arsenal.
Oh, that's
He's gonna make it on the left.
Whoa! I did not
I think-
expect that to come out of your mouth.
I think he's gonna make it on the
threw me
left.
off on
I
that
don't think he
one.
makes it in the midfield.
I mean, he might make it as like a Trossard. He could end up like a Trossard.
I think
That's
that's
always where
yeah.
we were expected him to be, though. Like when we
Yeah,
signed him, talking about expectations versus reality, I thought he'd be our left winger. I didn't expect
Yeah.
Odegaard to be out this much, and I think
But I think we all did think he was going to give us that X factor, and like it's what happens with players when they're at other teams, right? You think they're better than they are because you're harsher on your own players, and you see them on highlights and stuff like that. It's like me and Dan was having an argument, and he was saying that Gordon is better than Martinelli. I said, no way. As much as Martinelli, like, is not like a world beater.
that's actually a good question.
If Gordon played for Arsenal, he would be getting slated. But because you see him doing it in a Newcastle shirt, you don't have to watch him every single week. You see a few clips here and he scores this goal.
But Gordon also cooks for
You know what I mean?
England as well.
Oh, wait, can we, Dan? Can you please put that in the TFT group chat? I want to see how Ash reacts to that one.
Yeah.
Although maybe not, because I don't know if I
you
can
know
deal with
I-
100 notifications.
Yeah, you're just gonna have like I'll see like 300 notifications by lunch or something. Yeah.
I had them on toast the other day, didn't I?
What about you, Cal, on Eze before
I
we
think
move on
Eze
to
is a
the-
C. I think he's been more underwhelming than Gyökeres, to be honest with you. At least for Gyökeres, I can see him occupying spaces and stuff and doing stuff off ball.
This is what we're holding on to.
No, but like that's
We're gonna get
like
to Gyökeres.
if Gyökeres, like objectively speaking, if Gyökeres is up like occupying like a defender, at the very least, our wingers have space to do something. Eze is like walking back on defense. He's he doesn't carry the ball, and he's like he just relies on like kind of just one moment to kind of beat a player and shoot. But we kind of need a little bit more than that if you're playing for Arsenal, at least in that
what do
midfield.
you think, guys, about what AFC Always has just said in this comment?
If you're serious about winning the league, we have to sign Semenyo in January. I think we should go for it. Most definitely, dude. 65 million for Semenyo? You crazy? You have to be out of your goddamn mind. You take that.
I'd love it, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dan on this one. Let's just go quickly. Martin Odegaard. I know I would give him an incomplete. I can't really grade him so far in this season.
Yeah.
It's very hard to tell.
He looks really good out here. Like buzzcut Odegaard is different. I hope.
What about your? Yeah. What about your favorite player, Mikel Merino? Negative, Dan. What are we grading him so far?
C. He's got a couple of goals, important goal against Newcastle, assist against Sunderland that no one wants to give him credit for. Give him a C, innit? He's been decent.
And I'll go back to Cal on Norgard because I know he's got stuff to say on Norgard. What would expectation versus reality as well? By the way,
D.
Christian Norgard.
That's a D for me, bro.
After you packed up the signing, Dan, I think that's a great signing, Norgard. Flipping hell. He hasn't even played. He's incomplete. Where's that coming from, Cal?
Nah,
We haven't even seen him.
Yeah, I've seen him enough. Every time he comes on, we look like dog shit. Like the drop off is so huge, it's like infuriating.
Finally, the last midfielder. Let's go to positive Dan on Ethan Nwaneri so far this season.
I ain't seen nothing. He ain't done anything, has he?
Dude, he's come on a couple of times actually. He's just he's looked pretty good.
I reckon really he's got to be. I reckon he's got to be a C.
No,
I give him a B, to be honest. I think from what I've seen from him, when he's been given opportunities, he's the most Odegaard like. In fact, to be honest with you, I thought during this period when Odegaard's out, he should have been given a little bit more time because I don't think Eze was working as well as But I kind of understand wanting to play him, but and like Nwaneri, I'd probably give him a B.
All right. Well, not to take too long on this one because I know you guys got a lot to say, but expectation. I'm going to start with there. What were your expectations of Victor Gyökeres the day that we signed him? He put on the 14 shirt. Everyone was super excited. They were doing these celebrations. What was going through your mind at the time? What were you expecting out of him, at least at around this point of the season in terms of production? I want to start with positive Dan on this one because, of course, you were the one saying that you wanted Benjamin Sesko at one point. So what were you feeling about Victor Gyökeres and why you expected him to do.
30 goals plus in the Premier League. I'll just put that out there before he starts. So
Dude,
go ahead,
same.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I thought he was gonna be banging them in. I thought he'd have at least 10 goals by now. And yeah, at least like 8 in the league, I would have expected. But he's only got, 4? So yeah, look.
This is what these conversations are about. We're about being real. Even me, I'm the biggest Gyökeres defender, but
it's a difficult one. You know, I expected way more. Let's be real, but it is early, and he has got 6 goals. He is our top goal scorer. His best performance was the first 45 minutes was against Burnley. So listen, I think it's pivotal that he's at least can be on the bench on Sunday, because God, we need him big time. And we need him against Bayern, and we need him against Chelsea. So, yeah, I just hope that he can be fit very soon, because with Mikel Merino up front, we'll drop points.
Negative, Dan, what are you saying? I see you shaking your head up in the top corner there.
What would you give him? What would you give him, though?
What do I give him? I give him a B.
I'm giving him an E for effort that you lot keep talking about. Yeah, E for effort. He's occupying spaces. He's keeping the defenders occupied. He's running. He's working hard. Entry-level stuff as a striker. That's all he's done is entry-level stuff as a striker. I'm not saying he's not going to come good. I want him to come good. At the moment, I just don't know if he is going to come good. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
I think for the panel from AFC always, would Alvarez suit Arteta's system better than Gyökeres?
Dude, Alvarez would freaking...
Alvarez would be unbelievable in this team.
Bro, but the thing is,
this... Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. You shouldn't be saying that.
He's 120, 30, 40 million if we want to get him. They bought him for 80 million. They ain't going to sell him for no less than.
Yeah, I think for me, I would reserve my opinion on that.
He got 29 goals last year as well. In this Arsenal team, he would be.
He's a very different type of striker to what we.
Yeah, it don't matter, man. Nah, trust me, he would be unreal at Arsenal.
Trust me, if Gyökeres could do something at Arsenal, Alvarez could.
I mean, it'd be a little bit like when we first bought Jesus, and like how that was a little bit different, and the impact that he made right away.
The Jesus that scored 29 goals in the season before, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jesus done that. So
if Jesus didn't get all these injuries, who would know what he would have actually been doing right now? So
listen, mate. Hopefully he can get fit ASAP. Hopefully he's on the bench on Sunday.
All right,
I'd keep him fit and then sell him.
Lastly, on Gyökeres, Cal, what would you grade him so far?
Expectation versus reality, it has to be like a D. So if I'm just grading him based on like just on his own, it's a C. But if it's like expectation versus reality, I expected him to take us to the next level. I expected him to like.
I think even he's been nice.
Like he was like he was making us dream, you know, because of what the type of goals, the volume of goals that he had in his bag. Because we knew we had a good defense. So he said if we add Gyökeres, we added those kind of goals to us, we'd be unstoppable. And we're not unstoppable, and he's not scoring.
Yeah.
So yeah, not very good. He gets a C because of the other stuff.
That's why I framed the question in that way, because I knew I would have the Dans on here, and we can have a real honest conversation about Gyökeres in that light, in terms of just basically saying, where do we expect him to be? What has he been? For me, we're talking expectation versus reality. I would probably have to say a C. Overall, I would also probably say a C. And I've been the biggest advocate for him. Now, do I think that it'll be a C with the moving forward in the season? No, I don't believe so. I gotta give him time to kind of embed into being into a new system and being into a new league. And I think we're just starting to see glimpses of what he could be right before he came off injured. That first half against Burnley gives me hope that we're going to see the best of Gyökeres, but that again is yet to be seen. So far, overall, I have to give him a C. But let's quickly close out the rest of these guys.
I gotta go. I actually gotta get ready for work. I've been on for like 20 minutes more than I should have been anyway.
I'm gonna have to leave you here with positive Dan, mate. Seriously, that's gonna be interesting. So I've got to go as well, man.
I've
right,
literally
boys.
I've got about 3 or 4 minutes, and I've got to go.
Well, actually, before you guys go, I may forget
Let's
about the grades because these, whatever, the rest of the like Sakas and Martinellis and Maduekes, I think. But tell me, guys, before you leave, what gives you the feeling that this Arsenal team is different than all the other ones? Because that's the biggest question for me that everyone's been telling me, like, Arsenal's going to bottle it. They're not going to get over the line. They've shown that they're bottlers. What about this team would you identify now is different from the others if we were going to get over the line? Have you seen anything different that gives you a feeling that maybe this season's team could deliver the different results of those past ones? Let's go with Cal because he's
Thing is, I'm still a newer fan. I didn't see us title charge before this one. I never. I was here like the only times I've seen before this was absolute dog shit. So like this is the first time for me that I'm seeing the team try and do something. So when you guys are talking about Adebayos and stuff trying to win something with them lot, I wasn't really there for that, so I can't really speak on it. And I think that's why
in the last few seasons, since we've been second. That's more what I'm alluding to here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you're talking about that, to be honest, the only reason that we push us over the line is the squad depth. I think that's all we have. I think the quality, just the volume that we have in terms of players, I think can get us across the line. It still remains to be seen whether Arteta can do it. But that's the only thing that I think this team has over, like, say, last season or the season before that, because last season we were completely derailed by injuries, and then the season before that, well, I think that was just a good title race, to be honest with you. We took it to the last day. But last season it was like got demolished. So, but this season, with the experience of our players that they've been here before, Arteta's more experienced than he was when he just started and when he was doing it before. We've added all these quality players to the team. It's just based on that. So yeah.
All right. What about you, Negative Dan? Because you're the one that's the guys. Wait and see. I'm waiting until January. I want to see how this thing is different. Do you see any signs of anything being different that can give you hope?
The only thing that's different, and why I've said this is the most optimistic I've felt, is the squad depth that Cal touched on, and it's the hope that Victor Gyökeres is going to come good, the hope that Eze is going to come good. That's the only thing that's different, and our defensive depth as well, and the clean sheets that we have been keeping. So this is what's making it different, but the same man's in charge at the end of the day. So I'm just not sure if we're going to get over the line. And that Sunderland draw, injuries happening to major players again, I'm getting a bad feeling right now, guys. I'll be honest. I'm trying my best. Even Dan's I can see it on his face. I'm getting a bad feeling right now. But I'm trying to stay positive. Yeah, because you know what happens, Anton? When people call you negative, you go away sometimes and then you start looking at yourself like, wait a minute, am I being too negative here? Let me try and be more positive.
Yeah, you do that, not other people.
Yeah,
they say let me be more negative.
Listen, that's the standpoint I'm taking this season. So yeah, if I really told you what's going on in the back of my head, it wouldn't sound good right now. But I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep positive. That's it.
Don't worry. It's probably going on. It's going on in every Arsenal fan.
Well, let's go to Dan on this one. Hopefully, he lives up to the name. Positive. What are you feeling? The question that I posed.
Am I as confident as I was 2 weeks ago? No. Things change in football, and you listen, Dan. You had no hope at the start. Now you have hope. You told me recently you think we're going to win the league. So these things happen.
Oh, Dan, context, Dan. Don't say that.
Right? So do I still think we'll win the league? Yes. The reason why I think we'll win the league compared to other seasons is not just because we're more experienced and because we've been there now. So we've been in 2 title races now. Well, we've been in 2.5 because last year I don't really count that. It was half a title race, right? We have the players are all now 3 years older. So Saka's now 24. Gabriel is 27. And I think you can see he's in his prime. And most footballers touch their prime 27, 28. And that's where Gabriel is. Declan Rice is 26. So, you know, they are proper men now. They've been here before. They know what it feels like to lose. But the main reason is because of the competition next to us. Because yes, I look over and see Man City and I see Pep Guardiola and I see Erling Haaland and you see the blue moon, as they like to say. But I don't see a prime David Silva. I don't see a prime
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne. You know, I'm not seeing them that caliber of a player. Even Foden, you know, he was player of the year a few seasons ago. He's not got to them heights yet to get to them heights again. You know, so the players at Man City that used to elevate them and score these important goals, even Alvarez, who we just touched on, was a great player for them in that title running when they didn't have Haaland. Mamouche gets injured as well. Will he be able to fill that void like Alvarez did? I'm not so sure. So the fact is, you know, before we was looking at the treble winners with all these experienced players as well. And at the end of the day, we lost the title by 2 points to a team that won the treble that year. You know, it's different now. They've obviously, I know it's only 2 years on from that treble, but they're in a little bit, dare I say, a bit of a transition. They've got a lot of new players. And I just feel like obviously Liverpool they've lost 5 games already. And we're what are we, 7 points ahead of them? So they were champions last year. So when I look at the competition, it's nowhere near as good as it was in those years that we got hunted down. That gives me more confidence as to why we will finally end our 21-year drought and the Super Mick Arteta will win Arsenal the Premier League.
Well, I'll just close off by saying this because I've not said as much today because I've been hosting throughout the day. But
very good job as well. Very good job.
Thank you, my friend. I'll say is this: the way I approach this stuff is that I don't go game by game and start changing my thing. I never get too low. I never get too high. I think for me, I've felt confident about this team throughout I know I said I'd never get too high. It sounds like I'm getting too high.
Anton, even you ain't got the same bass in your voice right now. You're not talking that same nonsense you was talking before, man. What's happened? What's happened?
No.
What happened? We freaking drew against Sunderland. That's what happened. And then Gabriel got injured.
I still think I still don't change my opinion.
Anton, let's not lie.
AFC always has a comment here, and that's the main problem I have. I think he's 100% correct here. This is the main problem I have. Man City
we just went on a 10-game win streak, though.
During this run, I'm talking about the run coming up. Like the run, I think Man City could do something crazy because they always do.
I'm putting a £20 bet on Man City to beat Newcastle 4-1. That's what I'm doing.
I hate that team, bro. They will literally bend over and fold for freaking Man City, but just try.
No, look, last season they got a draw against Man City at home. I'm expecting something similar this time. I think we're all kind of just.
I really need to leave now.
All right, well, Cal, you can shoot whatever you want. Yeah. So my take sort of on the year is like I haven't changed my opinion at all. I think that.
Don't
one
say
result.
Say the same thing. Just say, we will win the Premier League.
No, we will win the Premier League. We will win the Premier League. I still stand by what I said on 6 Side, which is I don't believe we're going to be in second place at all this season. I don't think unless there's a situation where there are games in hand and they're playing earlier on in the day than us or something like that. I don't see us at the end of any match week being second. I still believe in the consistency of this team, even with Gabriel being out. I still think that we can put together a solid defense. I still think that the attack is only going to get better with all the players coming back healthy. Now, seeing some players like Havertz having injury setbacks and stuff wasn't necessarily what I was expecting to see going into this Tottenham game. But I think at the end of the day, we go out, you suddenly see us play on the pitch again. Let's see we have a really good performance against Spurs, and all of a sudden the energy's back in it. But anyway, guys, thank you to the two of you guys for coming on. Honestly,
Anton, man. Longer than expected. 1 hour and 45, man.
It's been a long time coming, though, to having you guys finally on here. I thank you guys every week for having me on your show. Your guys' channel is growing quicker than Vegas. So everyone, guys, go hit the like button as well on this video on the way out, and go subscribe to Gooners Therapy as well, guys. Come on. And right now they are on the cusp of 1K, guys. So
let's get these guys up to 100 ASAP, guys. Come on, man. Everyone start showing some love.
Yeah, I appreciate all the guys coming over from your channel. AFC always filling up my chat here, which is lovely.
He's a legend.
Yeah, absolute legend. Anyway, guys, we will
Bless up.
see you guys later. By the way, you guys want to plug your channel quickly? Any shows coming up before we go?
Thursday, Take the L, 8 p.m. We'll have Man United fan and a Chelsea fan coming on as well. It's going to be a good show.
All right. And with that being said, guys, we will see you guys later.